Welcome back to Mystical Heart Tarot Readings. This is another missing persons case. This time I'm doing a reading on Chris Loupin as seen through the eyes of a stranger with the help of spirit. And I'll give you a little background on Chris. His case is going on 2 years now. Come November, so for those that are not familiar with his case, I'll give you a little background. He was staying at the Four Seasons RV campground near Elm Creek, Nebraska when he went missing. A little bit about Chris. I did a birth chart on him, a real quick birth chart. He is a Capricorn, and his North Node is in Capricorn. He had a lot of Capricorn in his chart. So he is a hard worker. Capricorns are your workers of the astrology signs. When he was born under a new moon. I did research that. And he went missing November the 17th, 2019, like I said, near Elm Creek, Nebraska. He went missing under a waning Gibbons moon. Let's see. I pulled a chart reading for the day that he went missing to see what planets may have been in retrograde, and we had Mercury, Uranus, and Neptune in retrograde at that time. And also at that time the moon was in Cancer, which usually reflects some sort of family issues. So as you know, I'm going to ask questions of spirit using the Tarot Royale deck, and then I will clarify these cards with cards from the vice versa deck. And as you know, they're on both sides. This is upright, that would be reverse. So I'm going to get started here. And the first, let's see what we'll get on the first question. We're going to ask spirit. It was later in the evening when Chris went missing. It said he was outside. I was told that he was outside, or I read he was outside smoking a cigarette when he disappeared. So the first question we're going to ask Spirit is, and you'll have to forgive me since these videos are long, I do vape, so I'll be intermittently vaping while I'm asking these questions. The first question we're going to ask Spirit is, what happened to Chris? What happened to Chris on the evening of November the 17th? So we're going to start here. The first card is the Ace of Cups. This is a new start. I don't know if he was starting a new job. I believe he worked in construction, but I'm not sure. But I don't know if he was starting a new job. Somebody was watching him. I don't know who. The cups represents water. So, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces involved here. Next we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card reflects a change in life and or a rebirth. So we know there was a change in his life. He disappeared. The next card is a Seven of Pentacles. 7 reflects a change, possibly in job or possibly in money. Money being exchanged. There may have been a choice. He may have had to make a choice on something when it came to finances, or he may have had to make a choice when it came to his job. Pentacles would be somebody under the sign of Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This could also represent Chris himself. Chris being in a situation where he had to make a choice. Some sort of choice. And then we have another 7 on the board, the 7 of Wands. Wands represents fire, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This card represents victory to me. At least in the way that somebody felt. They felt victorious. So let's clarify these cards. And we're going to use, like I said, the vice versa deck to clarify. And hopefully, I don't think you can see me shuffling these cards. I'm sorry about my camera. It messed up on me last night, and trying to get it back into position, it's hard. It's supposed to be stationary, but it fell last night. A couple of times, actually. Alright, so let us clarify this Ace of Cups. Okay, the Ace of Cups is being clarified by the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, this card is upright. So, the Knight of Swords, swords being air. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Like I said, somebody was watching. There was logic, reason, and confidence moving forward in thoughts and our communication, because swords is your thoughts, your ideas, and it's your communication. So there was a new start. This could have been a relationship. This could have been a new relationship, and somebody was watching. And we're clarifying it with the Knight of Swords being there was logic in this new start. There was communication in this new start. But I also feel like somebody was watching. Let's clarify the Judgment card, which is the change that took place. And this card is in reverse. It is the Lover's card. This could represent somebody under the sign of Gemini. This is the Gemini card. This change was done hastily. It was done in a hurry. Whatever this change was, and when I say change, I'm referring to Chris vanishing. It was done in a hurry. I don't know if there were other people there. I'll get to that, I guess, in another question. I'm not sure if there were other people there where Chris was at, or staying with Chris when he disappeared. But this, like I said, the Judgment card is a change in life, which we know is him disappearing. And it was done hastily. It was done quickly. So let's do the Seven of Pentacles. And here we have somebody under the sign of Leo. This is the Strength card. It's in reverse. This person is withdrawn. This is somebody withdrawn. If indeed this is Chris, he's withdrawn. And we have a tree here with the pentacles. The pentacles represents our job or our finances. Pentacles represents the materialistic world. So this could be jobs. Could be more than one job if he was in construction. And I can't recall. I'm not sure. I think he was. Or this could represent finances as well. Whoever this card represents, if it is Chris, he's withdrawn. And let's do the Seven of Wands here. So we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands represents a new start in the way that we feel, something we're passionate about. This card is upright. And the Ace of Wands could represent, well, we got the Ace of Cups over here. I believe Cups represents east, the direction east, and the Ace of Wands represents south. Possibly southeast of his location. I'm not positive on that. That I'm not real clear on. Doing the directions northeast, southwest based on the aces is something new that I'm learning. So possibly southeast of Elm Creek. So the question I asked was, what happened? I see possibly a new relationship of some sort. When I say relationship, it's not necessarily a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a partnership in a job. This is not necessarily romantic. Moving forward with it, or moving forward with the idea of it, but being watched. The change came, and it came hastily. Choices were made that caused somebody to become withdrawn. Somebody had a victory. And as I said, that's Wands, and this is Wands also. So this is Aries, Leo, Sag. This is Leo, this Strength card. The Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This card is strictly the Gemini card. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I like to make sure everybody is aware of what signs is involved in each of the cards that I pull. So, possibly some sort of new relationship, business partnership, friendship, romantic relationship, some sort of relationship, something new, but somebody was watching, and they were moving forward with new ideas, new thoughts, maybe a new type of communication, new form of communication, but something happened. There was a change that took place, and it took place hastily. Choices were made, causing somebody to become withdrawn. Somebody was victorious and is starting something new that they're passionate about. Like I said, the question was, what happened? This could have I feel like this happened before he disappeared. I feel like this change was him disappearing. And I feel like this took place after. There was a choice, possibly job related, possibly over finances, that caused somebody's withdrawal. Somebody lost their strength, somebody lost their courage. And somebody was victorious. This is Aries, Leo, Sag. Starting something new that they're passionate about. So I'm going to move on to the next question. That's not really, well, it could be clear to those that are close to Chris. They may know more than what I'm aware of. I just know the signs that are associated with the cards that I put on the board. So we're going to move on to the next question. And the next question is, who was there? I try not to look at too much social media. I don't want to be biased in any way. I try to stay neutral in this. I'm just here to try to get answers for the family. So, the question we're asking Spirit now is, who was with Chris at the time he disappeared? So I have 4 cards here. And I have every astrological sign that there is showing. I'm not going to clarify these cards. These cards are, for me, representing who may have been there. This card we just had in the last question, this tells me this is Chris. He's Capricorn. This is a Pentacle, an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So to me, this was Chris. So we have the 3 of Wands. The 3, typically, if I'm doing a reading, represents teamwork. Wands would be Aries, Leo, Sag. Here we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. The 6 of Swords in reverse reflects a conflict. This would show that there was some sort of conflict. And the swords, like I said, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And again, this card was came out in the last question. These 2 cards came out in the last question. Somebody was watching. Somebody knows. Cups, as I said, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this card coming out twice in this question and in the last question, to me, this card is Chris. I feel like there was some sort of choice that he had to make. It was possibly job related or financial. And the reason I say that is because it is the Pentacles card. And the Pentacles card represents, like I said, the materialistic world. Our job, our finances, our prosperity, things we have value in. Three typically refers to teamwork. Aries, Leo, Sag. And as I said, with this card in reverse, there was a conflict. Some sort of conflict took place. Let me get a drink. Sorry, I need some tea. See, no, I'm not drinking alcohol. When I say I'm drinking, I had to get a drink. So, let's move on with this next question. I don't have a whole lot of questions for this first video, so if you have questions, leave them down below in the comments section. I will do an updated video, I promise. I just need to get more questions. But I wanted to get this video out because it's been too long since Chris has been missing. Like all the others that are missing. And his name needs to be out there. For others to see and to know that he's missing. Alright, the next question we're going to ask is, why did you go missing? Why did Chris go missing? Okay, I'm getting goosebumps. That's the third time I've pulled that card. And I'm going to pull one more. So, I've got, right now, I'm going to tell you, be honest, I've got goosebumps. This card has come out, this is the third question, and this is the third time this card has come out. The second time in this position. The second time. I asked, why did he go missing? Why did Chris go missing? And as I said, a new start, some sort of new relationship, somebody was watching. Somebody was watching. Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Here we have an eruption. The eruption being a conflict. And somebody is moving away from it. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the Knight of Wands. The Knight has logic, has reason, has confidence, is taking action, and moving away from the conflict. This is the Six of Swords. It is the conflict. I believe there was a verbal conflict, because it is swords, and swords is thoughts and communications, communications being verbal. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then here, this card could represent somebody under the sign of Sagittarius. An inspiration was taking place here. There was some sort of inspiration. Okay, we're going to clarify these cards. And we're going to start with the Ace of Cups. And yes, I still have goosebumps. Alright, let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Okay, we have the Two of Swords. And it's upright. The Two of Swords is upright. This could represent a partner, but hidden communication. As you can see, there's a blindfold there. Holding two swords, blue one and a pink one, so I feel like this is a male and female. Possibly. So this could be defining this, that there could have been hidden communication, secret communication. And the reason I say that is because this female is blindfolded, but somebody else was watching. Possibly somebody with brown eyes. Let's clarify this Knight of Wands. Okay, now we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is in reverse. So, as I said here, there was a conflict back here that this knight is moving away from. And whatever he's moving away from, there's a delay in communication. I feel like there's a delay in communication going on here. I don't know if it's with this knight or if it's the knight himself delaying the communication. Clarifying the Six of Swords. So we get the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is, like I said, the 6 represents a conflict. The 7 is making choices, moving on. Moving forward, but watching behind their back. Somebody's watching behind their back. Somebody's looking over their shoulder. I like for you to be able to see the cards and see what I'm seeing. So we had a conflict here. Somebody had a conflict. And somebody decided to move on, move away from the conflict. But as they're moving away, they're dropping the negative communication, moving forward, but watching over their shoulder. Somebody's watching over their shoulder. Let's clarify this Sagittarius card, this Temperance card. So now we have the High Priestess in reverse. Selfishness, superficial. Somebody was superficial. I don't know Chris's circumstances. I come into this case somewhat limited information. I don't know his relationship status when he disappeared. But what I'm getting from Spirit is that there was possibly trying to form a new relationship. Maybe secretly, and somebody was watching. And there was a conflict. Now somebody else is moving away, watching over their shoulder. Somebody involved, possibly here, may have been superficial or may have been acting selfishly. Was there some trickery taking place here? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know his relationship status at the time he disappeared. I'm not familiar with that. I do know he has children, but I don't remember how many. I do know that he has children that misses him very much. And like I said, the question I asked here, I asked Spirit, why did Chris disappear? Could possibly be related to maybe some trickery is trying to get him into a relationship. And this time when I say relationship, I'm speaking romantic relationship. And it didn't go well. Somebody was superficial. It was maybe a setup. I just heard that from Spirit. It was a setup. There was conflict of some sort. So I've got one more question. Oh no, that goes in the other deck. I'm going to ask one more question, and then I may do just a general reading to get a general feeling on what happened. But let me ask this next question. I can't talk today. Okay, the next question I have is, where is Chris at now? So, we have the Ace of Pentacles, a new start. Pentacles, as I said, is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This could be job related. I see somebody here with a big heart. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody is being patient somebody is loyal. The female could have longer dark hair. But this person is being patient. I see somebody here, possibly younger, receiving messages from above, from either ancestors, spirit guides, God source, through dreams. The swords could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, I don't know. I know he has children. Perhaps one of the children are receiving messages through dreams and they're not understanding what they're receiving. And then I see another child here, the Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Starting a new journey, but being watched as they start a new journey. So let's clarify these cards. Okay, we have, that is the Lover's card. It is upright. So, this could be Gemini. This could be somebody under the sign of Gemini. This Ace of Pentacles has a choice to make, or a decision to make. Let's clarify the Queen. Here we have the Four of Swords in reverse. There's some instability in thoughts or communication. I feel like the Queen is dealing with some instability in thoughts. We're going to clarify the Nine of Swords. And we get the Fool in reverse. There is a delay or there's carelessness. And this could be the message that's being received through the dreams. And we'll clarify the Page of Cups. And we get the Empress upright. So the Empress card for me could be the Blessed Mother. When I say the Blessed Mother, Mother Earth. This is also a card of creation. Sometimes, but I don't think it applies here. This could denote a pregnancy. Now, I asked this question, where are you now? And I don't feel that Spirit gave me the answer that I needed. I don't feel that I got the answer that we were looking for. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens that way. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And like I said, that's a new start. Possibly a new job. But it's some sort of new start. And Pentacles is an earth sign, which Chris is an earth sign. Not saying this represents Chris, but it could. And with Gemini being upright, having choices or a decision to make. The Queen of Cups, as I said, denotes patience, shows loyalty. With the two dogs, dogs are loyal. We all know that. Dogs are very loyal. This queen could have two dogs. But this queen has some negative, unstable thoughts taking place. Or somebody in the queen's life that may be a little bit older has unstable thoughts. And here we have what appears to be a child sleeping in bed, receiving messages from a spirit guide, ancestors, or a God source. They need to pay attention to their dreams. There could be something, a message coming to them in these dreams about a delay or about carelessness, because the Fool in reverse is all about delay and carelessness. And then here we have another child, the Page of Cups, that's being watched, starting a new journey, because the page is a new beginning, a new journey. but this would be in regards to emotions or possibly a friendship or a relationship. And the Empress came up. This could be a mother figure. This could be a mother figure to this child. We pull this card to clarify this card. This could be the mother to this child. I know this didn't answer the question, where is Chris? And I'm sorry for that. But maybe it will help bring to light more questions that need answered. Okay, as I said, I'm going to pull I'm going to do one more reading. This reading is just going to be a general reading. No specific question. And I'm going to focus my thoughts on Chris. So, while I'm focusing my thoughts on Chris, for those of you that are not aware of Chris Loupin, for those that are not aware of his missing case, if you're on Facebook, there is a group for him, and it is called Bring Chris Home. So that you can see the flyer for him and know what he looks like. In case he's out there somewhere and you see him. So let me pull one more reading. Like I said, this is just a general reading, keeping Chris in my thoughts. Alright. There's no specific question here. I did not ask any specific question. I just have Chris in my mind as I'm reading this. So we have the Six of Cups. This card, to me, is family. A family that needs to heal. The cups, of course, represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, for those that need to know. and want to know. We know Chris had children. I don't remember. I can't recall how many. I want to say 3, but I'm not positive. So this is the family healing. Trying to heal. Trying to get closure. Trying to get answers. Here we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess represents secrets. She also represents intuition. Choice. And she represents wisdom as well. So I would say pay attention to your intuition. And then we have the Judgment card. The change that came into Chris's life. The change being him disappearing. But I also feel like there might be some judgment taking place. But judgment happens in every one of these missing cases. I don't care what missing case you mention, what missing person you mention. Within their case, there's always somebody being judged. But the card itself represents a change in life. And then we have the Two of Wands in reverse that shows a conflict, a separation, which we already know. We know there's a separation. The Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag, for those that want to know. These two don't have an astrology sign assigned to them. But this one is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This one is Aries, Leo, Sag. And let me clarify these cards. As I said, I did not ask a question. No specific question as I was shuffling the cards. The only thing I did was keep Chris in my mind. The image of Chris, because I do know what he looks like from his missing poster. So we're going to clarify the Six of Cups. We get the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands tells me that whoever this is receiving messages from universe. When I say receiving messages from universe, it could be in the form of dreams. And that came out in the last I believe in the last question, where the child was laying there sleeping, receiving messages in their sleep in the form of dreams. They were receiving the messages. This is saying the same thing. Let's clarify the High Priestess. Here we have the Page of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. Pentacles being Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The page is looking forward. Normally the page would be starting a new journey, but here the page is challenged. There's a challenge. So we're clarifying the High Priestess. And I said the High Priestess is intuition, secrets, choice, and wisdom. So if there was a choice, that could become a challenge. Sometimes having to make a choice is a challenge. Quite often, having to make a choice is a challenge. Especially if it's a big choice. But we don't know. We weren't there. So let's clarify the Judgment card. And here we have the Star card in reverse. This card is Aquarius. So the Judgment card says there was a change in life. The Star card in reverse is telling us to be patient. And I know after almost 2 years, telling somebody to be patient is not easy. Being patient is not easy, especially if you've been waiting almost 2 years. When a situation's been going on for this long. Patience doesn't come easy for people. I used to be a very patient person, and as I got older, my patience is not as good as it used to be. But in this case, as I said, the Judgment card reflects the change in life, which was Chris disappearing. And we're being told to be patient. So I don't know. I'm not aware of where law enforcement is when it comes to Chris's case. So I don't know if that's why the Star card came out telling us to be patient. But let's clarify the Two of Wands. And now we get the Moon card, Pisces. This could be somebody under the sign of Pisces. And this card is in reverse. And this is telling us to be careful of new situations. So, the two being conflict, some sort of conflict that took place with Aries, Leo, Sag, and here we have Pisces now, telling us to be careful of new situations, to be wary of new situations. And if you look, there's two pillars here, and there's two pillars here. Like I said, I didn't even ask a question on this reading. I basically kept Chris and his image in my head as I was shuffling the cards and dealing the cards. I feel like the children, there's children involved here that are receiving messages, most likely in dreams. Most likely in dreams. A choice to be made, possibly related to a job. The change in life took place. We need to be patient. A separation took place. And we need to be wary of new situations that might arise. So I don't have any other questions at the time, at this moment. If anybody does have questions, please leave them in the comments section. I will do an update on Chris, but I need to get more questions together. I will ask that the questions, try not to ask yes or no questions, because I have to use a different type method. Then I cannot use the tarot cards to answer yes or no questions. I can answer them, but I have to use a different form of divination to do that. I have the ability to answer yes or no. And if the family watches this and has a yes or no question and would like me to answer it with my other way of answering yes or no, I will do so. I have no problem doing that. If it's something that they want privately, I can do it privately. But if you can think of other questions, please leave them in the comments section, and I will do an updated video on Chris. Chris has been gone. It's been too long. Almost 2 years is too long. We need answers. I'm trying. I'm doing what I can. I want to help the family as best I can. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I do put out new videos. I do have daily videos that come out that are just general videos, but I'm also putting out missing person videos. And as I said, I will do an updated video on Chris. I just need to get more questions together. So if anybody has any questions, please drop them down in the comments section. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will put together an updated video. And before I close out, I want to ask everybody to please pray for Chris Loupin and his family. They need all your prayers. We need to bring Chris home. I'll see you back here next time. As always, have a wonderful day.